welcome back to the channel from both of us. Now of course this week's news is dominated by 3.5 on the PTU. Now it's only been open to Wave 1 PTU users, and at the start of the week it was, well, pretty buggy to say the least. I've done a couple of videos on the female player character and customization, and that is still of course work in progress. Now at the time of recording this video, the latest PTU build is a lot more stable, and I think they're actually considering pushing it either to an open PTU or maybe making 3.5 live in the next day or two. We'll have to wait and see. It might be live when you watch this video. Now there's bound to be a few bugs, so I think they'll probably be working on 3.5 even if it goes live for the next few weeks, to try and get things to run a lot more smoothly and to squash some bugs. Now anyway, this week's Aroundiverse, hosted by Sean Tracy with Eric Kieran Davis, they actually talked more about some of the features in 3.5. Now, although I haven't played it very much for a long time, they've actually put some love and TLC into Star Marine, and what they've done is added some spawn logic, so you're not spawn killed. Added a new map called Demion Com. That's actually a smaller map cut down from a larger map. That's especially useful for elimination mode, and added some tweaks to the control points, so you've got a better idea of when they're being attacked and contested, and when you'll be able to defend them. Now obviously I'd like to see AI bots come into Star Marine. I've said that for quite a while. I think that would be an excellent idea to test the AI, but obviously they can only do so much. Now if you've been a bad boy or a bad girl in 3.5, you may well find that the AI will be coming after you. Security forces, the advocacy, and if you're really bad, the Navy in a hammerhead will be hunting you down, and even there will be AI bounty hunters throughout the Stanton system. Certain missions will also be graded from easy to hard. Now the hard ones may require you to team up with some fellow players to take down a larger ship. If you make it to ArcCorp and Area 18, you'll be able to visit this young lady to get some missions.
I'm Tisha Pacheco, but people call me Twitch.
Now also in Aroundiverse, Sean Tracy went into great detail with the new character customization DNA system. I've already done a couple of videos on that earlier in the week, and I'll probably get back to it because they keep on refining how it works, and it will actually improve in the future, where you can actually get a more diverse selection of characters to choose from. Maybe make an ugly head. It's no secret that they've been struggling to get quality content in Aroundiverse for the last few months. I guess there's only so much they can tell us, and they said that the developers need a little bit of a break while they evaluate what changes they can bring to Aroundiverse in the future. Now this week's Reverse-to-Verse featured Jared Huckleberry talking to Chris Roberts, who answered questions from the community. Now this was an hour long, and if you don't want to watch the whole programme yourself, you'd probably be better off watching the Noobifier's 2.5 minute summary, if it's that. And some of the things which stand out from Chris Roberts' talk with Jared Huckleberry was about performance at ArcCorp and in and around Area 18. Now basically the frame rate is a little bit dodgy from time to time, especially as the server gets full up with more players. Things can tank a bit. Now, this is because although the object container streaming has improved things tremendously over the past 6 months since it came in, the more things you add to the Stanton system, we've got a whole new planet, Area 18 and 2 moons. It's the servers which have the problem, and that is why frame rate in Area 18 at ArcCorp is worse than other places in the PU at the moment. Now, they're doing their best to optimize things, but it won't be until they get the server meshing tech, which they're actively working on, into the game, where they'll be able to add as many things, well, the more planets into the Stanton system, like Microtech and the landing zone at Crusader Horizon, into the game. And when they do that with the server meshing, the performance won't tank, and theoretically then they should be able to add more players. They could do that now, but it is the server which has the problem. So that is one of the main things I personally took from Chris Roberts' appearance on Reverse to Verse. He did talk about a lot of other things, of course, but I think performance was the most interesting thing for me. The real big change in 3.5 is the new flight model. Very much work in progress. I'm still trying to actually get to grips with how the system fully works, and when you get to try 3.5, you might want to take quite a bit of time to get used to some of the changes. If you're someone with a lot of $0 CCUs to upgrade ships stockpiled, I'm afraid that you will have to use them by May the 1st, because they're doing away with $0 CCUs. Thanks very much for watching from both of us. Now, please don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, please click somewhere up there to subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you all sometime soon. Bye for now. Well, that went pretty well, didn't it?